Hello children, today I am going to explain you the chapter chemical reaction and changes. The second topic of the chapter, that is decomposition reaction. In my previous module, I discussed what is a decomposition reaction. So what is decomposition reaction? When a single substance changes into two or more than two simpler substances either by heat, sunlight or by passing electric current, this is known as decomposition reaction. When decomposition takes place by heating, it is called thermal decomposition, and when it will be take place by in the presence of sunlight, it is called photodecomposition, and when it take place by passing electric current, it is called electrochemical decomposition. For example, I have written mercuric oxide on heating changes into mercury and oxygen. By heating, okay, it will change. So it is example of thermal decomposition. Silver chloride, okay, white color solid, in the presence of sunlight, it changes into grey color silver and greenish yellow gas, chlorine gas, and water on passing electric current changes into hydrogen and oxygen gas. Now, but I want to discuss thermal decomposition of metal compound. So, first of all, I am going to explain you thermal decomposition of metal hydroxide. Actually, decomposition of compound of metals by heat are based on their reactivity. Compound of reactive metals are more stable. They do not decompose easily, while less reactive metal compound decompose. So now you can check more reactive metal like sodium, potassium. Their hydroxide are stable to heat. Okay, and calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, and copper. They decompose on heating. Okay, so calcium hydroxide on heating changes into calcium oxide and water. Zinc hydroxide on heating changes into zinc oxide and water. Lead hydroxide changes into lead oxide and water. Copper hydroxide changes into copper oxide and water. Now, these are the metals which lie below in the reactivity series. These are mercury, silver, gold. I have not shown here. So, what actually they are doing? They on heating they yield metal, oxygen and water vapor. So, this is silver hydroxide. On heating it gives silver, oxygen and water vapor. Now after that I am going to explain you heating of metal carbonate. So when we will heat metal carbonate, you can check over here sodium and potassium because highly reactive. Okay, so their compound are also stable. So stable to heat and soluble in water. And the other metal like calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, copper decompose on heating to form metal oxide and carbon dioxide because they contain metal carbonate contain carbonate radical. So on heating it produces what? Metal oxide and carbon dioxide. Magnesium carbonate on heating gives magnesium oxide, carbon dioxide. Zinc carbonate on heating zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. Copper carbonate on heating gives copper oxide and carbon dioxide. Zinc carbonate, so when you will heat this, what happen? Earlier it will change into yellowish zinc oxide, and then on cooling it changes into white color zinc oxide. Now same like mercury and silver decomposes on heating and forms metal, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this is silver carbonate. On heating it produces silver, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now after that metal bicarbonate. Okay, so when we will heat metal bicarbonate, so you know highly reactive metal like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, what actually they are doing on heating they changes into their carbonate, carbon dioxide and water vapor. So sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate on heating gives sodium carbonate, water vapor and carbon dioxide. Calcium bicarbonate on heating gives calcium carbonate, water vapor and carbon dioxide. Magnesium bicarbonate on heating gives magnesium carbonate, water vapor and carbon dioxide. Now after that I am going to discuss you metal nitrate. Okay, this is quite interesting. See, on heating sodium and potassium nitrate, okay, when they heat they melt and decompose and they give metal nitrite and oxygen. The sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate on heating give potassium nitrite and oxygen gas. The sodium nitrate when will be heated gives sodium nitrite and oxygen gas. Potassium nitrate on heating gives potassium nitrite and oxygen gas. And rest of the metal like calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead and copper, or their nitrates on heating gives metal oxide, reddish brown nitrogen dioxide gas and oxygen gas. So calcium nitrate on heating, because nitrate radical is there, so on heating they give their oxide like calcium oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas. Zinc nitrate same, zinc oxide and nitrogen dioxide, oxygen. Copper nitrate also on heating it gives copper oxide, nitrogen dioxide, reddish brown gas and oxygen. Now the less reactive metal, that is mercury and silver, forms like now the previous carbonate on heating gives what? Metal, carbon dioxide. Here what they will give? Their nitrate. They give metal, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Okay, so you can check like when silver nitrate is heated, it gives silver metal, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Now I want to show you some experiment which I will show when school will be open, like lead nitrate. When we will heat salt of lead nitrate, what happen? It changes into lead oxide and reddish brown gas of nitrogen dioxide will release along with the oxygen gas. Same like orange color ammonium dichromate on heating produces solid chromium oxide, water and nitrogen gas. Now afterwards beta, I want to explain you that some reactions, usually the reaction they follow in the forward direction. But what happens, sometimes reaction change their direction if we will change their condition. So such kind of reactions are called reversible reaction. Okay, so I am showing this the copper, hydrated copper sulfate. Okay, on heating what happened? It loses its water of crystallization and changes into anhydrous copper sulfate. But when we add few drops of water into the anhydrous copper sulfate, it will changes into hydrated blue color, hydrated copper sulfate. So it is example of reversible reaction. Same like solid ammonium chloride on heating gives two gases, colorless gases, ammonia and hydrogen chloride gas. But what happened when these gases reaches to the top of the test tube, where the temperature is down or it is cooler place. So what happened? They again combine together and form ammonium chloride solid. So the reversible decomposition reaction brought about only by heat, and it is called thermal dissociation. Okay, so reversible decomposition reaction brought about only by heat is called thermal dissociation. So that's all for today. Hope you understand, and please rewrite the reaction, do the practice of the reaction which I have told. All are very interesting reaction. Hope you understand. Bye.